Hi guys, how are you doing? So before I get started, I have to show you guys this. You have to check out this shirt. And it's long and it can't even stand up that high, but it's got this like cute diagonal cut. And then like, I'm like not a bling bling kind of girl, but like, look how fun this is. Like that's fun, sparkly. So if you guys have not checked out our It Works store lately, their clothes, let's just say they've come a long way. I mean, they're super cute. So go check it out. This is actually Jackie's. Jackie, I have your shirt. I somehow left the boat with it and she's not getting it back. I'm gonna have to order her another one and have it shipped to Michigan. So anyhow, her loss, my gain. Just kidding. If you haven't been to the It Works store, then go check it out. The other things I want to talk to you guys about today is the Show Me the Money call last night. It's no secret that is my favorite call. And last night it was amazing. I'm going to post actually a couple more videos today, not of mine. I'm going to share them on our group page on Facebook. Of some really awesome trainings these leaders have done that I want you guys to see. But it was amazing. And I wanted to give you guys some of the big takeaways that I got from it. It wasn't really a training that was like, this is how you do this, this is how you do that. It wasn't really like instructional like that. It was, I think just like more as a whole, like how you are going to get the best results. So I'm going to dive in and tell you guys, you know, whenever I read from my lists of notes, I'm all over the place. So buckle up. Here we go. Okay. One of the points that I loved about this, that I got from this was to let your distributors know that the minute they join this business, it is no longer about them. It is about everyone else. It is about their customers, and it is about their distributors. So their customers' health and their customers' goals and their distributors and their goals. So I think that's awesome. I think coming from that too is because it's no longer about you, stop beating yourself up. Don't put pressure on yourself and have fun with this business, because the more fun you have, the more people you're going to attract. And I mean, fun is fun. So, I mean, the more you're really going to enjoy life and enjoy what you're doing, and other people will too. So don't take yourself so seriously. You know, we always talk about don't compare your journey to others. And it's so true. Everyone has different circumstances. Everyone, you know, comes from different situations. And to be honest, life is trying to teach us all very different lessons. So life is not going to give me the same lessons as it's going to give you. Okay, you maybe don't need to learn my lessons. Maybe I don't need to learn your lessons. So don't compare. Do not compare. Just stay true to your own journey and know that wherever you're at, you're there for a reason. And that doesn't mean you're planted there, but you are there right now for a reason, okay? And you can now look and see where you want to go from here, but don't beat yourself up and don't come down on yourself. We never want any negativity in this business, in this life, towards ourselves or towards others. So take the pressure off yourself and have fun. Like, you know, maybe put some music on and dance, or, you know, talk to someone who makes you laugh. Go get a drink, you know, whatever you need to do to just kind of lighten up and have fun. So keep the business fun. Let's see. Okay, so here are some things about Instagram. Here are the good parts about Instagram. Is one, remember that Instagram takes a long time to learn. So all three of these leaders, all of them were like built their business mostly on Instagram, and every single one of them said that it took a long time. Now, once it got sweet, it got really, really sweet and things happened really fast. But did that happen overnight? No, it took time to build that following, and it took consistency. And all of them said, you are going to struggle with it. You are going to hate it. You're not going to understand it. It is going to be a painful process at first, but if you stick with it and stay consistent, it will pay off, and it will, be amazing for you. So I think Jocelyn Yates gave a really good example, and I loved it. And she said she's a pianist, and she started taking piano lessons when she was really young. And, she said people would, basically say to her, like, oh, I wish I could play the piano. But, she put in all of that time to learn to play the piano. She didn't just go take a piano lesson or take a piano lesson, piano lessons for a year, and then all of a sudden she was this talented pianist. She, had to put in the time. She had to practice. And, now, how amazing that she has this this skill and this talent, but it didn't happen overnight. So, you have to be willing to put the work in. You have to stay consistent, and you have to put the work in. And all of them, they are presidential diamonds and then an ambassador diamond who are on the call. And all of them said that, people think that they just hit it lucky, or that they just started Instagram and just knew all of a sudden, like, how to have this successful Instagram account. And that wasn't the case. They all learned, trial and error, and they all just started finding what was working for them. It took all of them time, but they stayed consistent with it, and they just kept working towards it, and they said they worked really hard. So it wasn't like this, oh, hey, I got lucky, and turns out I got onto Instagram and 10,000 people just happened to love me. They worked really, really hard at it, and they stayed consistent with it. And so that's, I think, what everyone needs to remember is, you can put as little into this business as you want, and you can put as much into this business as you want. But, what we put in is exactly what we get out. So we have to remember that. Another thing is commenting and liking is so extremely important. If you are just going on to Instagram and you're just, posting all your stuff, but you're not taking time to really engage with people, that's going to really hurt your following, because people aren't going to comment on your stuff or like your stuff. So, and I've tried to actually really get more personal with people lately, and it's really paid off to where, I'm writing down names and following, like staying in contact with them and really trying hard to like continue to comment and interact to really develop those relationships. So make sure that you're being thoughtful. You don't have to, it doesn't take long to write a quick, thoughtful comment. So, just be thoughtful with people. Make sure you're commenting and liking. John Eric actually gave a tip to make sure, I think a comment counts for 5 points and a like counts for 1 point. And before you ever look at your notifications to see who liked your stuff or who commented on your stuff, or before you ever go to post, go to your home screen and make sure you get 10 points for yourself before you ever start posting your own things, and looking at the me reel. So I thought that was really good. The other thing, this is the last thing that's really big, is if you're not good at words, I am not, even when I worked for an ad agency, and, when I was in the creative department, I'm very visually creative. I can speak to people. I cannot write copy at all. I'm not a copy person. And when I write things out, so like when I'm posting, it's going like brain to, paper, brain to phone, whatever it is. And the way my brain thinks, let me tell you, doesn't necessarily make sense to many people. Doesn't necessarily make sense to myself. So needless to say, I am not good with words. So I go and like start following like other people who are doing really well at this and literally copy what they are saying until you find your own rhythm and you're seeing what works for you and what doesn't work for you. And I mean, you can tweak it. Like that's what I do. Like I'll take someone who I'm like, how did they say that so well? And then I'll, you know, kind of tweak it to be my story or, you know, so it pertains to me because obviously we're all different. But go do that. That way, you know, you're not spending 30 minutes trying to make a post. You know, that's just crazy. But, you know, that will help you along. That's helped me along. I will give you guys, I'll post on our page some people too that you can follow that are going to be really, really, really great at words. One of them is Jade Hooper. I mean, the way she says things, you're just like, oh, like it just like touches your heart every time. You're like, oh my gosh, like that's amazing. I'm so happy for you. Like whatever you're doing, I want to do that. She's great with words. So you definitely want to follow her. She's great, and her profile is actually public now. So before it was private and you couldn't see what she was posting, but now it's public. Oh, sorry, I do have two more things for you guys. One is before and afters. Don't, if you're posting your before and afters, you know, throughout the day, don't leave them up all the time. After like 24 hours, take your before and afters down so that if people go to your profile and they're scrolling through, it doesn't just look like an infomercial. They're actually just seeing your life and your story and not like, oh, this person's trying to sell me something. So you just, you look more thoughtful and less salesy. So you can take down your before and afters, but before you do, make sure that you have either screenshotted or written down every person who liked or commented on those. So if you haven't gotten in touch with them, you can get in touch with them right away. So make sure you're always messaging every person who likes or comments on, you know, your posts, your business and your posts and your before and after posts. So I feel like I had one more thing for you guys, but I guess that's it for now. I hope this helps. Like I said, I'll post some videos and get you guys some names that you can follow, but I thought this was all really, really good information, and I don't know. I hope this helps you guys. All right, I'll talk to you later.